Welcome back. This is part 3 of Dead Simple Loading. Okay, let's kick off this by just covering what is a loading day. So a loading day is where we're adding stress to ourselves. And that stress can be in the form of intensity, it could be in the form of duration, or it could be in the form of frequency, the different variables. It's basically just load. So when you hear me talking about a loading day, it's something I'm adding stress. And if you're smart, you'll be adding specific stress. So not just chucking stress at yourself, but having some sort of underlying goal to the stress you give yourself. And I covered that in the Building Your Annual Plan series and other places in terms of videos and the Endurance Essentials ebook. So it's we wake up. Our subjective factors are good. We're feeling good. That's the first tick. Next thing, how was the heart rate the night before? Were we in our normal range? Second tick. Morning heart rate. Are we in our normal range? Third tick. So it's looking good. Now, I'd put a fourth constraint on your week. Every single week, even if you're feeling great, I want you to have 2 back-to-back easy days. And an easy day is a day that's not more than half your current average daily volume. So let's just make that simple. So if you're doing an hour a day, on average, an easy day would be a half hour. And if you were doing 14 hours a week, that would be an average of 2 hours a day. So your easy day would be not more than 1 hour. So with that out of the way, the game that I recommend you play is optimizing for volume within those constraints that I just outlined. Now, if you have a habit of optimizing for, say, intensity or optimizing for stress, this simple system that I've outlined to you will flush it out, because what you're going to see is these heart rate metrics as well as your morning feeling are going to be tossing up red flags, and you're not going to like it because you're not going to be able to load. You're going to have to break this pattern of giving yourself too much stress. What we're looking for is adaptive stress, volume that our body can tolerate, and we want to see ourselves improving over time. Not necessarily every session or even every week, but certainly over these mesocycles of 3 to 7 weeks long, we should be seeing some positive adaptation. And if you're not, you need to pause and ask what's up with that. It's usually a lack of consistency, or you're stressing yourself when you're already tired, so a lack of adaptation. So think about consistency and adaptation. Likewise, pay attention to the choices that are disrupting these simple metrics. It'll be things that disrupt your sleep, and it'll be choices in terms of loading and non-life stress. You'll be giving yourself more than you can tolerate, so you'll need to simplify your life to get better endurance adaptations. Now, next time, I'm going to cover most common questions that I receive. And if you have questions that you would like me to address based on this series, just put them in the comments or reply to this video wherever you happen to be seeing it, and I'll build them in. Thanks for listening.